Guys, nobody was perfect, and not even Jesus was perfect. Now right away you guys are probably super hot. You're like, what the heck, what are you talking about? This man's perfect. Read the Bible, all this stuff. Yes, he was perfect in the eyes of some people, but not in the eyes of everyone. You know, he got crucified because not everybody actually loved him and not everybody thought that he was perfect. Now the reason I even start with that, or even am saying that, is because I'm just gonna relate it to something that I go through, and that's content. I will think about what I'm gonna post. I will think about what others will perceive it as, instead of just posting what I wanna post because of the opinions of others. Guys, Jesus was perfect in most people's eyes, but not everyone's eyes at the time. Yeah, later on people might have realized that they made the wrong mistake, that he was the Messiah, and he actually was perfect. But at the moment, he was being judged, he was being ridiculed, he was being criticized because he wasn't perfect in their eyes. And that's with anything that you try to do, you will be judged, you will be criticized. Understand that you will not be perfect right away, especially when you're trying to do some content creation, trying to become an influencer, trying to have a personal brand. You obviously will not be perfect right away because it's your first time doing it. And you don't know what people want to see. You don't know which part of your life grabs the most attention. You might try a couple things, throw some things at the wall, see what sticks, but you ultimately don't know until you try. A lot of people are too scared to try because it won't be perfect. They understand that it won't be perfect, so they won't even try. But guys, Jesus wasn't even perfect. He was perfect in most eyes. He was perfect in the eyes of the Lord, but not to everyone living around him, which you shouldn't care about what other people think as long as you are serving the man above. However, he wasn't perfect to everyone on earth. Neither will you be. You won't be perfect to everyone on earth. You won't have the exact same opinions as all these other people. It's how life is, it's how we're wired as humans. Sometimes we will stand strongly behind something, and sometimes we just can't agree with someone. But we'll choose the weaker route. We'll choose the easier route and do what most people are doing. Try to fit in, try to be common, not trying to be an outlier or be looked at as different or weirdo. But that is where you will shine the most, because people can get behind someone who stands for something. If you don't stand for anything and you just keep trying to fit in, trying to do what society thinks is right and what most people say is normal, you will end up normal. You will end up exactly how they were. You'll end up as your parents. You'll end up as your family members. You'll end up as your friends. You'll end up as people you don't want to be. Everyone you look up to is heavily ridiculed, stands behind something, and doesn't care about people who are under them. Lots of times when we're watching this content or trying to get tips, everybody always says, don't take criticism from people under you. People will always criticize you if they're below you. They'll say, I would be doing it this way. I wouldn't say that if I was him. One, they're not you. Two, they're not in the position that you are blessed to be in. They don't know how to handle the position. They've never even been there, yet all of a sudden they're experts. We see this all the time with TikTok comments, any sort of comments. All of a sudden people are experts. Oh, you should be doing this workout split. Oh, you should be doing this diet instead of this diet. Oh, you should put your money here instead of here. At the end of the day, nobody knows exactly what they're talking about, and nobody knows what is perfect. Everyone has their different ideas of what is perfect. The best thing that you can do is live by the Lord. Do everything that you know He would want you to do. And sometimes it's a blurry line. You don't know what exactly you need to do in order to be perfect in His eyes. But you do have a gut feeling that you can always follow, and you do know that if you stand for something, you will stand for more than anybody standing for what is normal and what is trying to be normal in today's society. A lot of people would just accept things. They won't change something. They'll accept, this is the life I have. This is the circumstances that I have been given. Nothing will change. Which is such a stupid way to fall into the norm and to become normal. If you aren't doing things that are not normal, You will never be an outlier. You'll never be in that 1%. The 1% is something 99% of people don't do. You need to understand that 99% of people will not understand the 1% because they've never been in that position. So if you are doing something that 99% of people are doing, you're probably in the wrong field, you're probably in the wrong mindset, and you're probably taking their criticism too seriously. If you don't want to be where they are, don't listen to them. It might be hard. It's your parents, someone you look up to. But do you really want to be like them? Do you want to have their life path? Or do you want to live like these people and follow what they say to do because they have your goal in mind? Probably follow the people that you want to look up to. So understand you have to be different. You have to do the things that feel right to you, and you have to stand for something and not care about the criticism of others, because not even Jesus was perfect in the eyes of other people. So you will definitely not be perfect in the eyes of maybe 99% of the world, but to that 1%, to the people you really care about, if you can show them how to live life, if you can show them what life is really about, that's what really matters. It doesn't matter about being accepted by everybody else, because you'll be the same. You won't stick out. Be accepted by the people that you want to be accepted by, and you will have such a more fulfilled life. You will have so much more purpose. You will feel better going to sleep at night. You'll feel better that you got to get the things off your mind. Let's keep winning. You won't be perfect. Nobody was ever perfect to everyone. Understand that? Let's keep winning. Let's go. Subscribe for more inspiration. Follow the Instagram.